Hello guys, Poison here. Today I'm going to be making a video I've never made before, so bear with me here if it goes wrong. But I'm going to be covering the majority lineup of what was revealed today of the Spirit Halloween 2024 animatronic lineup. And today it's midnight as I'm recording this, right? So I had to work, so I couldn't get this out earlier as early as I wanted to, but today we were revealed a lot of stuff today, new stuff. In this video, I'm not going to cover the Blast from the Past ones, Cerberus, Twitching Banshee, and Towering Creepy Clown, or why is it called that? It should be called Creepy Towering Clown. But we're going to be covering, the new lineup here. First off in the lineup, we have my favorite of the lineup, personally. But we have the 6.2 feet deluxe Ghostface animatronic. Now, it's been a long time. Actually, it's not been. I'm thinking of the 2011 one, I believe the year was, with the Jemmy Ghostface. But I believe it was 2021 we got the terrible Ghostface that nobody bought, that I believe had licensing issues in the first place, but it was pretty much just a mop with a Ghostface mask on. They called it a day, right? Hauntress reskin. Terrible design choice, terrible Ghostface. But now we got an actual animatronic this time that looks really good. I've seen the video, it looks really good too. It's got two interchangeable masks, which I like. It's similar to the Sam from Trick or Treat animatronic with the bag on and off, the sack, burlap sack head. Only complaint I have with this prop is I feel like there could have been some more body movement. I mean, the movement's fine. The head tilt is interesting. I feel like his body is just a little too stiff for me. But I don't think the animation's bad. I think the clothing quality looks all right. It's a little leathery, but I mean, I haven't seen Scream 4 yet. So I mean, maybe it's like this in the movie. I don't know personally, so I'm not really gonna critique that much, but it's whatever. I don't think it's bad at all. I think it looks pretty good. Also, I forgot to tell you this, but the weapon he has to pick from, he has a machete like weapon and he has a knife. Personally, I think most people will use the knife. I think that looks better. And also you can change the position of the hand, because in the video, as I'll show you in a minute, you can see the animation with the hand just isn't, I feel like it looks better in the down position either way, but I think it's fine. They got the original voice actor, from the Scream movies, and every Scream movie, they got him himself. I don't know his name, sorry, but he's in this animatronic, and I love that. And I think the phrases are good, and that's all I have to say about it. I'll play the video.
You teach a class about slashers, and you still walked into a dark alley. Alone. Strange that you and I have never spoken on the phone. This is long overdue.
The next animatronic we have here is the 6.2 foot Art the Clown from Terrifier. Now, I know we've already got a teaser of this animatronic like a week ago, right after I made my last video. Same day, as I was making the video, it released. This animatronic video released, and I think he looks good for the most part. I mean, you really can't make any phrases for him or do much with him because he doesn't talk in the movies. That's part of the character. I think the animation's good, and I think he looks fun. Issue with him is, I feel like the face does not, I don't know, something's just off about the face to me. It just, I don't know what it is. It just doesn't seem like it. I know the other clown animatronic they're releasing this year, I forget, I think it's Party City has it. It also has the same issue. Now with the glasses on, it looks good. It looks really good with the glasses on. I feel like that looks great. I feel like most people would have that, you know. From Terrifier 2, that one scene that puts the glasses on, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that. Yeah, I think it's all around pretty good. I won't be getting this one, but I'm sure there's definitely Terrifier fans that would want this piece. Next up, we have the new Michael Myers animatronic. Now, this is the third Michael Myers we've gotten from Spirit Halloween. In the past, we've gotten the 2018 one, which I've already gone over, and we have the really early 2009, I believe, or 2010, Jemmy one. That one's good. Now, this animatronic, I think the animation is great. I think they did a great job on the overall looks of it. Face looks a little... I think the head's a little off. I think they could have done the head a little better. Maybe made it like an actual like latex mask rather than plastic. But I still don't think it looks bad. I still think it looks decently appealing. My main issue with it is the audio. Same with the Jemmy 2020 or 2021 one, which I went over in the last video. The audio, it's not the original Halloween like theme. It's some like remix version, and I'm like, why can't they just keep it simple? I don't understand why they do this. It's been like a thing with like recent Michael Myers animatronics. I don't know if it's like the license or something like that is off, because which just makes no sense because it's the actual character they're making. So I don't really know why they are doing this, but it's a thing that is a huge turnoff for me. I was really looking forward to this animatronic, and they kind of threw it out the window with me. The animation's great, the look is good. The audio though, it's not for me. And I'll get to the video and you'll see what I mean. Next up, we have the Emily and Victor animatronics from the movie Corpse Bride, Tim Burton movie. We all know it and love it. I think these animatronics look really good. I think they look identical, almost identical to the characters in the movies. They look great. It's simple. Animations look good. It's just, I have nothing really much to say about these animatronics. They're simple. They're nice. For someone, if you like the movie, I would definitely grab these, because personally I'm not a huge like fan of the movie, so like I wouldn't buy these personally, but I do recommend these to anyone who likes them at all. I think they look really good. I don't have much to say about them. They're simple. They go with the movie. That's about it for these two. Next up, we have the Ringmaster, which was at the beginning of the very last video the Spirit Halloween released. I think he looks good. He's definitely out of my alley, not down my alley, but I think his appearance looks good and different for a circus, you know? It's like, I like to see props that just aren't clowns that have to do with the circus. Like, I'll get to a few in a minute here, but he looks good. I like his kind of like stature. We don't see that much in animatronic or even props in general. And I don't really know what the whole thing in the chest is about, but we'll have to see how that plays out in the future. But I think it looks pretty good. I don't have any issues with them. And yeah. Right, next we have Nibbles the Clown, which I like. I'm not a huge fan of clowns, right? But I do think that this clown, they did a good job on it. I think it looks really good. I think the clothing's good, the appearance is really good, just overall, it's good. Animation's kind of creepy as well, and I think it's definitely one of the scarier items of the lineup so far. I won't be getting him for sure, but I definitely see him up a lot of people's alley. He looks really cool, and I don't blame him. I think he's a good, solid prop, and that's really all I gotta say about him. Only thing I hope is Spirit stops doing, or companies stop doing the vacuum form boots or clown shoes. And I like the jester appearance he has a lot. I like the jester appearance a lot. It's not something we usually see a lot in clowns nowadays, but that's pretty much him. Next, we have a kind of unique prop here. We have Bobby Strings. Now, Bobby Strings he's an animatronic and he's big. He's like, let's see here. My page don't work. But he's like 7 foot. He's 7+ foot. And he looks really good. I don't have an issue with him. I think he can be used in a variety of haunts. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I'd use him. But I definitely think they went with a more unique approach. And I like that. I like how Spirit's going, starting to go with a more unique approach on things. And I like that. He is certainly creepy. Nothing crazy for me. I really don't have, as you see when I talk about these other props, I don't have the strongest feelings about this year's lineup, but I definitely do think he's a good one, and I'm interested to see his animation and stuff in the future and in the stores. And if he's in the stores, I really just want to see like him in person, because over 7 feet, that's gonna be crazy for a puppet animatronic. Yeah, I want to see this in person. Certainly an interesting one. I'm looking forward to seeing him. Next, we have Barnaby the Bear. Barnaby the Bear, I don't feel anything towards. Now, he reminds me a lot of Monty from 2022 and 2023, like the Symbol Monkey. He is, the circus animal of this year, which I don't think he looks terrible, but my downside with him is I feel like the red eyes look just they don't look that good. And I feel like his appearance looks a lot like a teddy bear rather than like an actual bear. But I mean, you really can't do much with a Halloween animatronic. So I mean, there's that. I mean, he looks decent for what he is. I'm just gonna say it now. I don't think he looks good, or he might even break a lot. I don't know. I have a weird feeling that this guy will be very faulty in the year because he just had a very weird stature and pose. But who knows? I could be completely wrong. Also, another thing I have with him are the red eyes. The red eyes on him just look kind of dumb. I feel like they could have went with like a Daddy Teddy, type old Techie Toys, tabletop bear look, and it would have looked way better than this. I feel like they just didn't do a great job on the bear here, but that's just my opinion. I'm still interested to see him in stores, how he will function and how that will happen, but I still think he's pretty cool. Next, we have Cotton Candy Dan. Now, this is another clown prop, but I actually kind of like this one. It has a good bit of animation going for it. It not only does the mouth move, but the stick he has in his hand to mix the cotton candy moves, and a head comes out of the bucket. Probably will be a faulty one this year, but I mean, it is a lot of animation, and it is pretty cool. I mean, the price is a little pricey at $330, $320, but I do think he's a decent price for this animation. I don't think he's bad. I think he looks pretty good. I don't really have any complaints about him. A lot of animation, somewhat unique animation, unique design. Cotton candy's not that that much used in anywhere. So I honestly think he's a solid animatronic.
Sometimes it's sweet, sometimes it's not. One thing I'll tell you though, it'll do more than rot your teeth out.
Okay, now we're getting to the props that I like better. First, this is one of my favorite ones this year. The Gravestone Ghoul. Very simple, very reminds me of the older techie toys animatronics with the look of him. You know, just a classic zombie behind Tombstone, you know, thrashing and stuff. I have a few complaints though. My number one complaint is the Tombstone. The Tombstone kinda looks cheesy. I feel like they could have just went with like a more basic Tombstone and it will look better. I feel like the whole saying of "in memory of our dear friend" is kinda, I don't know. I don't really know what to describe it. I don't think it looks good. And the animation is also very redundant. We've seen this in a lot of new like SVI animatronics and, you know, newer animatronics, and it's not nothing unique. It's a very boring animatronic, but I mean, it's simple. It's a simple prop, but it is boring. So I mean, it's like I have mixed feelings on it, but I still like this one. This is definitely one of the better. I don't know. It's a better one in my opinion, but I'll see what you guys think in the comments down below. Next, we have Night Terror, and this one is a weird one because this one kind of feels like a Target, something you buy at Target, right? It looks cool and it's cheap price. It's only $100, which honestly, this is a good price for that. This is one of the only Spirit animatronics that they have priced like well. I think they've priced this really well. But the animation is it is not good. It's like this head dropping Reapers you see at like on like Amazon for super cheap, or Target for instance. I have those like ones where it says like the stupid Jemmy audio in the background, it hangs and the head drops, like the dropper cables. It just looks like even like a CVS prop. It looks like it. Now the appearance isn't bad at all. I think the appearance is actually, it's basic. It's kind of cool though. I don't think it's that bad. Anything's, you know, it's not unique, but it's not bad. I think overall it's like a prop, but I don't know. It's not something I'll get, of course, if I'm calling it an prop, but I definitely feel like for the price, it's very worth it. And it could be used in a lot of places too. Next up, we have a very unique one in my opinion. We have Wanda Webworth. I'm not a huge fan of the name, but it is definitely a very unique animatronic, and I don't think we've ever seen one like this before. It's a giant mutated spider, it looks like. Now, my only complaint is I wish it was kind of statured differently. I feel like those like the legs it's standing on are way longer than the other legs it has on its body. And I just feel like it's not like a spider shape. It's more like a hunchback with like legs and arms on the side. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the looks of it, but I do think it is super unique, super cool. And maybe in person this one might persuade me to get it. Right now, I don't have the greatest opinion on it, but I do think this one could be really cool in store in any haunt. I think it's a good one. And overall, this is a W prop. I like this one. It's not bad. Next up, we have the Cremator, which, oh boy, am I disappointed. From the looks of it, this looks to be a static prop, which I was so disappointed because from the video, this one looks so interesting. You know, the Cremator, the name of that is already just, we don't get that ever, you know? I mean, it looks really good, but there's no animation to it. And it's like, I'm sad. But I do think this one's pretty cool. Um, it's definitely, I think, one of the better looking ones out of the lineup here. Maybe even the best looking one. I think it's, I like the whole like Hooded Reaper thing with like the skull and the flames. I like that a lot. But I just, the animation, the lack of animation, it's just not, it's not my thing. I don't know. It's a huge turnoff for me, and I really wouldn't buy this.
Cross the threshold where the dead walk free. Enter, and in the darkness you will find me.
Next up, we have Mac Straw. Not Jack Straw, the one from 2019, the faulty one. It's like his cousin, Mac Straw, like Mac Miller. That's a different story. But he's a scarecrow again, like his cousin. And he looks... I feel like they went with like the Home Depot witch, the floating towering witch they had last year. No, it was 2 years ago, I think. I don't know when it was. But they had like this towering witch that was like holding onto a broom and flying. That looks sick. This just kind of looks weird. Like he's holding it weird. I don't think this looks like good. Also, I think the scarecrow looks kind of cartoony to me and a little silly. It just doesn't, I don't know. It just, for a person who likes scarecrows, I personally don't like this one. It feels lackluster and underwhelming. But I mean, I feel like this one will have like stupid phrases or something like that, like Possessed Pumpkin did back then when that was a prop. And I don't know. I just don't like this one. Okay, now we're getting to the something good. Dark Princess. Very boring name, but it's whatever. It doesn't really matter. This looks terrifying. It's a jump scare prop, and it's like 5 foot, which is pretty good, pretty decent size. It's pretty quick, and I mean, it looks really scary and good. Also, again, one of the creepier ones of the lineup. It's good. I don't have any complaints with it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say. All right, now we're nearing the end here. We have the Demonic Gatekeeper, which again looks like a target prop, similar to Night Terror does. It looks like those little, like, you know, groundbreaker props you would see at Walmart or Target at the bottom shelf. It has like the posable arms. It looks just like that. The colors and everything. This is the basic look it has. But it does have good animation. I like the mouth movement. I like the rising, and I like the fog effects and the light effects. Overall, I think it's not a bad animatronic. The appearance is very basic, and that's the biggest like downside to me. But other than that, I think it's a good prop, and I think this is worth it.
This is the point of no return. Your cries and screams are futile.
Now, last but not least of the lineup, because there's still props in the video that, you know, we don't even got revealed yet. But we have the Giant Death Ray, which is a very weird name for a human-like creature, but I call it that with, you know, questioning myself because this is an alien. We don't get aliens ever. We haven't gotten aliens since like 2017. So we got an alien. It looks to be a towering prop, so I mean, no surprise there. Every business and, you know, everyone's grandma is hopping on a damn towering prop these days. But it's a towering alien. I don't think this one will sell good at all because, you know, it's alien. Who uses aliens ever? It looks kind of weird. I mean, I don't love it. The lights look to be in a weird spot. It doesn't. I just feel like of the towering animatronics we've gotten in the past, this looks like one of the worst ones. It just it doesn't do it for me. It's all one color. It's I hate to call it basic because it's an alien, but it kind of just feels like that. It, like, some people will think it's legitimate, like, skeleton or skull because it just, from far away, it looks kind of stupid. But I don't know what you guys, I don't know about it, but you guys think in the comments. But I definitely don't think it's a good one of the year, but I definitely don't think it's that bad. So, or around all right, I guess. But yeah.